Oh, that's a very nice picture. I wish she'd put the date on that.
What is it?
All of the Hagnas. I have a feeling this is this year. Do you have a pen? I think I'll put the year. There's all your mail. Any personal mail? No, all from the Senate. Aunt Louise Jones. There's the Andersons. Nora.
Louise, Nora.
Bess. And she's the oldest of all and has the 3 oldest sons. Brent and Bill and Homer. He was the only other doctor in the family. And this is his wife, his widow. And she had 1 child when he married her. She's a nurse. That's Sonia that did the dill pickles, dilly beans. And then they had 1, 2, 3 more children.
Fort Myers.
Oh yes, I've been there. That was taken recently, just a year ago, having hot weather in Fort Myers Beach. And there are Sperm Spaniel pups. This is the Hagnas. Can you figure out that one?
So these are the parents,
That's
the
right.
kids, and their respective,
The 3 girls here.
and their 3 husbands behind.
That's right.
There.
Oh, no husband for her.
Oh.
No husband. She married very late. She married Uncle Truman Ricard that wrote Minnesota Hail to Thee. And they weren't married yet. She must have been in her 40s when they got married. Or late 30s.
And then these here.
30s.
No, this way.
Late
This way.
50s, I'd say.
He was in his 50s when he got
Oh, I
married?
think so.
She's about 10 years younger at least,
Yeah.
wasn't she? And there's Mum and Mum. Mum.
And
3
Jones,
children.
and the
And
Jones.
Jones, and Larson, and an Anderson.
Is that Gaylord and...
Giles. That one's Giles. Here's Gaylord.
Oh, yeah.
They got separated, and he was the only child. And there's, my mother.
She did have very dark hair, didn't she?
And my father's oldest sister, Bess, named her firstborn Louis William, after her father.
But Louis William
Hagna.
Hagna.
Right, and funnily enough, he also was the only other one to become a doctor. So then, until my brother became one, it was easy, because he was always Dr. Bill. And then there was Dr. Bill, meaning Hagna, and then my brother Bill. And he had prince-mates for all of us. Louise, Nora, Bess.
Oh, I took the outside of the 13 towns off.
That's Judith, isn't it? Your middle name?
Mm-hmm.
Judith, and then from Judith she got the nickname Judo. So a lot of the family still call you Aunt Judo.
Yeah. In school they started calling me Judo.
That's when that took on.
And in Cicero, I think Judo was an awful person.
Was there something?
Here in Caesar, they took those 2 Latin.
Judith, Judo and Juno or something from the...
And Dido.
And Dido.
That's where they got the names.
I see.
Those high school kids.
And that's,
Millie and I.
they love to do that, don't they, kids?
I'm a politician. That's where all these letters come from. I know everybody there.
Who do you think's going to win the election?
Who's that?
We've got
Bush?
Bush.
And who else?
Well, it looks pretty much like Dukakis is beating out Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
They are the 2 front runners.
Yeah. Put that one on the outside.
The Ronald Reagan one?
If I had another life to live, I think I'd do the same thing. Holton thinks it's awful the way I work for my country.
Well, somebody has to.
Well, that's what I say. I think that Mrs. Hagman has a friend
Oh, yeah. Lynn.
that's married one of her daughters that's interested in all that stuff. I'm going to ask her. Office of the President.
You got a letter from him today, did you?
You came from the office anyway. Oh, it's a defense thing. Dear Mrs. Long, when you and I rallied around President Reagan in the desperate battle for aid to the Nicaraguan freedom fighters, we were so close to victory. And if we conservatives had won only 5 more votes, the freedom fighters would have received the critical aid they desperately need to fight the communists. That's right, Mrs. Long. If we conservatives had only 5 more votes in Congress, we could have secured vitally needed aid to the Nicaraguan freedom fighters. But instead, the liberals won, and the liberals in Congress successfully defeated our attempts to help Central America and so forth. And again, the liberals have stood in the way of our vital conservative agenda. I'm furious, Mrs. Long, every time you and I fight to preserve America's vital national security and defenses, the liberals are right there to defeat us. Every time you and I fight the liberals' communist appeasement game, they only seem to grow stronger. And every time you and I rally support for our urgent. This is American Defense by James Fitzgerald. And so forth.
American Defense League?
The American Defense League?
And the liberals know you will fight their appeasement strategy to the end. I need you to fight today, Mrs. Long. I must have $25 to the American Defense Committee, an urgent battle right away. I never send them that much.
I think they've got your number.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm a rich widow. They know I don't send that much.
They always ask you
They
for
come
it.
back with $15 or the highest. That's the office of the president. I wonder who sent that.
Got his signature or his name on
Let
the
them
signature.
send it. That's all right. I don't send that.
Pictures of you in your house and how you live. Now who's Beatrice
When they call up in Washington,
early. She wouldn't let it.
do you think the president will call you?
The rest of us, we don't even.
Lillian Long was born on Wednesday, December the 12th, 1888.
Well, we all know Dave Dernberger around here. Oh, yes, that looks like him. Was Dave Dernberger here, and you know?
Well, he was here about a week and a half ago.
Oh,
yeah.
And these pictures then?
They straight through.
Did he have his
Yeah.
own
Is it too bad drive
photographer
up here?
with
Is
him?
that
Yeah,
how it
they
might
were
be?
on
Said
their way
right
to
up to
Washington.
Joanne.
Oh, lovely.
And read the letter inside.
Were you surprised when the senator came? Did you know he was coming?
Did you know that the senator was coming to visit you?
I didn't know it, but he was on the corner downtown.
Oh.
And Mrs. Sather, the doctor's wife, said, "You better go and call on Lillian Long. She's a good Republican. And you'll find her in that little house on the schoolyard there." She pointed it out. And he came with 2 other men. They stood in the hall and I was still finishing my lunch.
Oh.
But thank goodness I always dress like in the morning when I get up. I'm gonna be all day long, so I was dressed all night.
That was a good thing.
And I really made a Hitler. He took
Oh.
pictures, he's holding my hand.
It's for you, dear.
Settled there.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Mother's always going.
Just have it, darling.
He looks like
I'll bet you haven't had
Just
much
have it.
lunch
You know,
either,
I
Judy.
haven't had one. And I don't
Open that
agree.
one.
Want me to open the top for you?
Hope she
And you can
finds it
take it out.
eventually.
Here you go.
She loves
Yeah,
That's
he's still
open.
active.
You want
You
that
can
one
pour it
open
on.
We
too?
all do. We all do.
Or do you want to open them yourself?
No,
We found Linda's name in the family
this is
tree.
my corner.
Really?
I just figured that the best room in the house wasn't too good for the old girl.
But age,
So I
this is
hope,
alphabetical.
says I hope you clean out this corner of yours before the company comes.
She's here again. She's mentioned
All
mine.
papers, I had all
But
kinds
we
of
didn't
stuff
even
here.
find any of them.
Batteries, I guess, no?
Yeah, the Houghton has changed the cottage.
Yes,
I gave him the cottage, I inherited that.
did you know on our way up here yesterday, driving up, that Bill wanted to go over around in Cass Lake a bit, and we went down to the boat landing,
Did you?
all covered with snow. We've never seen it that way before. But the old boat landing was still there, and
Was
we
it?
could see the island. I just
Yeah.
wasn't willing to drive across that ice though.
No.
I didn't want to drive on that ice though.
It's only
I'm
three
sure
inches thick,
there's a
Cody
road
says.
And Hody says the ice is only 3 inches thick.
Oh,
I'm glad we didn't drive.
they certainly are
Daughter-
putting on a
boy's
big
got
party.
great party.
Joanna was her
President
aunt.
of the United States.
Well, just
And
about.
she remembers these girls coming down to the front.
It's a big occasion.
Mother's.
Oh, that's what the
That's
midwife
father's.
said.
Here's mother's.
I was going to be
There's
very
Norma.
outstanding. Something was going to happen in my life.
That's right.
That was the oldest child.
Oh, poop, I didn't really look at the pictures.
I wore a
there,
veil when I was
There
born.
is,
Mother
her
said
mother
She tore the veil.
and
She said
mother's
she
mother
had-
were cousins. She's 90 years
She's
old.
afraid I'd
Is
smother.
she? God, she's-
We came down for her 90th. Now, these 2 rooms, you can see, the bathroom and the house.
And stayed in this house, who's living here?
Well, at different times when we were up here, Grace lived here. Grace and Grandma lived here. And Judo lived with them for a time. And then she built that little house that she lives in now. But house was built in pieces. And you know what's insulating this house? Newspaper. And their father built this house in pieces. And as more children came along, he built more onto it.
Can you give her the keys to?
Oh, you may.
I'm taking the doors.
Can we help in any way? All dying to help. Say hi.
Oh, you got a bigger basket.
Another step forward.
Where should I go now?
Come with me. Over there.
Are you going out already?
We'll get it all.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
After that big brunch. You got your stomach stretched out.
Yeah.
You just, that's fine. No, you get one. So I take a picture of my red dress and cut me off there in the middle.
We're gonna show them off a little bit. I'll take them well and show them off the rest of it. Then you can greet the other people coming in. Come on, Amanda.
I want to tell you about that table walk. Your mother made it. Yeah, is that way to
I'll say
Mustard. That's all you have to do for now. We'll start right here. Just a minute now. When you cut, don't you get there and straight down. That's all you have to do. So, carolers, let's start with happy birthday. We'll sing with you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lillian. Happy birthday to you. Now you can go along with your parents.
We should have said it taken 100 times.
Make one and then come get in.
Aim my way back. Not too good. I got one. I'm going to have some. You're not going to have pictures yet. Charlene, you're the missing link. You're the missing link over here, Charlene. Come on, do something. Yeah, join the crowd. Bring some Andy shirts into the party. Give it to Andy. He can take one. Andy, hold.
Oh, there's no way on the scale. All right, don't, you know, get some cut. That's it. That's the way to go.
Beautiful thing.
Oops, don't go yet, Charlie.
We'll bring it to you. The young people see it for you.
Robin's hidden in every picture. Robin, where are you? Robin. And Sophie's hand. It was the Long family and Sophie's hand. She's a Long anyway.
I know.
Isn't that pretty?
This came from the hag. That's your birthday candle. Make a wish. Blow it out.
Another
Make a wish.
Yeah, five.
Let's go for five. Go for five at a time. You have to be 100 to get started over again at one candle.
You're getting Carol. didn't cook it last night.
We all know.
Isn't that funny?
Oh.
Good night.